Hi there, I'm making this recording because people were asking about this recording on Reddit. So, what you see here is a WebKit window which runs natively. So, this is the Reflex DOM here, and you don't need a browser to run it. So you can use their native WebKit application that runs on this machine. So that means that you can use GHC and GHCI to run and debug your application for when I close this window here, then my application has stopped. And what you have seen there running is this one line of code. Okay, well, including this thing as well. And I have clicked this, runs the package, and then I get it again. Welcome to Reflex. And basically what you see here is a package that I have created. It's for learning the Reflex DOM, which is my goal. And that is somewhere here. In this thing here. Okay, so it's quite a deep directory structure. Okay, but there we are. So here is the package itself, and it contains this main file, but you can also see that here in the files. And this is the source, the distribution, and the test. And if you want to configure this package, then you can do that here. For example, with the package editor. And if you want to add some dependencies, whatever you need, your project, if you want to choose any of these dependencies for something that is installed system-wide, then you can add it like this, for example, like that. But I'm not going to change that. Yeah, maybe, I think. Okay, well, one of the nice things with this virtual machine that it's easy to mess up something, but you can always take a snapshot of the state of the virtual machine and before you do something, and then you can restore that state. So I recommend that you start off by taking a snapshot. in this state, which is still working. And if you somehow, mess up the Cabal center repository or whatever, then you just can go back. Okay, so what I remember from this, that this Cabal center repository here, when I was installing, this reflex DOM, then there were some conflicts, and that means that, because of this Cabal hell and whatever, a few packages that are currently installed are broken, perhaps. For example, if you want to use Leksah as a library, then that might be broken, because some of the packages that on which Leksah depends were kind of reinstalled or overwritten or whatever. But if you, for example, want to learn Reflex and Reflex DOM, and you want to use like GHC to learn it instead of GHC JS, then this is a good setup. And I have not yet gotten I have not yet figured out how to do this. I think it doesn't work yet. I haven't tried it yet. But in upcoming versions of this virtual machine, this should also work. So actually, how did I create this virtual machine? I have downloaded the Leksah from here, and then I was following the instructions here, and I got a lot of help and guidance from the author, Hamish, for which I'm very thankful. And so basically this virtual machine gives you these tools, and you should be able to use the GHCGS also in your projects using Leksah, and then you should get well, I mean, I was told by the author that for some reason perhaps Reflex DOM doesn't work with GHCGS yet, which I was trying to fix but couldn't. So, but hopefully it will be fixed soon, and then you can run native like this and GHCJS compile to JavaScript and then run in the browser the same thing at the same time, so you can do this kind of parallel development. So you can have all the features and the good things which come from GHC itself, and the same thing should run on when it's compiled to JavaScript. And you can build Windows binaries. I haven't tried this myself. So okay, so how was this created, this virtual machine? I basically did this here, and I was waiting a long time, many hours, and actually right now I'm using this VirtualBox here, this kind of virtual box. So this should work on your Retina device. Like, these fonts are pretty crisp and nice. So this is the reason why this is set here. And okay, so here's some usage. Oh, there we go. So this is the improved braced branch. It's not the master branch. So what you have here is like an improved version, like pretty much state of the art, like experimental GHCJS. So some examples do not work. And this is the reason why Reflex DOM doesn't work with this yet, because Reflex DOM was not somehow made with this improved GHCJS, but this should be solved soon, hopefully, and then everything works fine. Okay, what else should I say about this thing here? Okay, so what you can do here is, for example, main widget and search metadata. And okay, it should have written it here, main widget, but I can write it by hand. And then we get where this main widget is, you know, when you can find an exact search. So this main widget is located in this package, which is currently here imported using the package editor. I was importing this, and you can go to the definition, hopefully. Okay, it doesn't go to the definition, but I double clicked it, so something happened here. Well, this somehow used to work a little bit better, or maybe I just don't know how to use it. Build in the black background and report reports. Okay, well, I have to admit I'm still kind of figuring out how this works, but well, here in this log you can see all the things that. Okay, so well, you can nicely browse these things here. But how can I go back where I was? Oh, it was in the search, yes. So main widget, go to definition. It doesn't kind of work. How about this one? No, but it was working before. Anyway, let's try something else. If someone knows why this doesn't work, then let me know, because I'm interested. Search metadata. Okay, put string. Go to definition. Now this works. But why this doesn't work for Reflex DOM, I don't know. Okay, well, then here is this thing here. So you can go to the definitions and stuff. Yeah. Well, there is debugging, which I was trying at some point. Set breakpoint. Okay, I can start this GHCI thing here. Set breakpoint. Info, perhaps, or debug. Yeah, maybe I should run this trace, perhaps. No. Step. Eval. Hello world. Wow, that's interesting. I actually have to tell you that I don't know what this really means. But it looks interesting for sure. Hello. Hello world. I really don't know what this means. If someone knows what this means, then please let me know, because this is interesting. But okay, so basically what I'm doing with this is just playing around and figuring out what I can do with these things. Yeah, and of course, if you type in something that is not gonna, you know, work, then you immediately get like this kind of error here. Okay, so well, it says perhaps you meant S. Well, yes, that's what I meant, and then it disappears. Well, what else can this do? Maybe autocomplete, I guess. Yeah, so you get autocomplete, which is actually, I don't know what this autocomplete is based on. Maybe all the imported things. And if someone knows what this is based on, then let me know. But yeah, you get autocomplete, and that's very nice to have. And I really haven't really explored a lot of things here. But yeah, so one thing that I cannot do is for example, nah. And basically read line, or what is it? I have to look at that. It's searching here in Google tells me that what I'm looking for is this get line, probably. Well, I'm a real beginner. I wonder if this would have given me something like that. Okay, so this is actually not a Google. But well, So get line. Oh, there we go. Your string. Okay, that's good. So and for example, I put this thing here, and then I print this line. Okay, so if I run this, then this is not gonna work. Maybe I can stop this here, this debugging. So evaluate. Well, perhaps I should put here another one so that we see that it actually runs. No, it is running. Somewhere it must be running. Did it? Aha, hey, there we go, default. Read in. Yeah, so it got stuck here, actually, pretty badly. So I have to terminate this, perhaps. Remove this line. Or actually... Okay, so if I evaluate this here, then nothing is really happening. So at this point I just stop everything. Yeah, okay, I save it. Maybe I start it again. And okay, so if I evaluate this, actually I have to start this GHCI here. Okay. And then I start it. Okay, then this kind of works. Interactive, evaluated, nice. I can even evaluate this. It writes me hello world. But if I want to evaluate this, it kind of gets stuck. It doesn't even give me a line. Because you cannot really enter anything here, so this is a known limitation. The solution to this problem is to use this code. So basically, well, I haven't tried it yet, but I was asking the author of Leksah, and he pointed me very kindly that this basically here I should replace getLine with hGetLine, and then I can do the what I want. So this is pretty much the only limitation that Leksah has. So because if you, for example, run this program from standard GHCI, then you, what was it, read in, then it tells you give me a line, and then you say give it something, and then it gives that something back. So it kind of works, but this kind of thing doesn't work in Leksah, so you have to do a workaround. But I think this is pretty much the only limitation it has. So and for this limitation there is a workaround. So do I have something else that I can say? Yeah, so there is maybe one more thing that I can say, that if you have a sandbox, and in a sandbox you have, maybe actually that's the reason why here this reflex, oh, that could be actually the, so here when I was searching for this main widget, it might actually go to the definition now, because I have, no, it doesn't go, it shows up here. And it actually goes here, so you can browse all these things. Main widget, it's there, and it actually shows you the info that it has on it. Okay, and I just clicked on something. Run widgets. So you can click on these things and then you go there. But I want to go to this main widget. Go to definition. For some reason it doesn't work, and I don't know why, but I have installed this reflex into from GitHub, and this go to definition doesn't work, which for some reason it doesn't work. Well, maybe I can try to reboot the system data, and then this will then just do all the collecting metadata and stuff like that. So it will take a while. Let's see if it helps. So here, paths under which Haskell sources for packages may be found. Maybe I have to add here the source for reflex DOM. But is it this? perhaps where the sources can be found. Actually, I don't know what exactly I have to add. But I add this and I try this. I don't know if that helps, or maybe I can add like that. And then I add it, and then I save it. And then I have to update the metadata and things like that. So the metadata here is still updating, which is collecting information about the packages installed into Cabal central database, I think. And then that's how you get all these things here. So you can, for example, jump to this reader T, maybe. Okay, not to reader T for some reason. This GUI-env, it kind of searches for that. Or GUI. It's in reflex DOM internal. And why it doesn't tell me anything about this reader T? What if I write it here? Okay, well then I get a lot of answers. So it's a little bit good for navigation. Finished updating system metadata. Well, it isn't really finished yet. Anyway, here's this workspace. Well, the workspace, actually I don't know what the workspace is doing. So right now I'm just using this standard workspace. And I really don't know what this is doing, but perhaps it has to do with the packages that you are working on. So if you create a new workspace, then you have to add the packages to the workspace. So maybe I could add some packages to this workspace if I want to work on two different packages. So in this workspace, at the moment I only have this one package that I have created for the purpose of learning reflex DOM. Okay, so I guess maybe this should be like enough introduction to this very interesting Leksah integrated development environment for Haskell. Well, thanks for being interested. And if you know the answers to any of the questions, then just post it in the Reddit thread. Thanks for watching.